Hello everyone. Today I'll be showing you how to add Zoom onto your course website on Moodle. What you want to do first is log into your Moodle account and then find the course where you'd want to add Zoom to. To do that, first of all, you need to find the blue button at the side and click on it to turn editing on. Once you've turned editing on, you'll see add an activity or resource appear. You want to click on that. Then add an activity or resource list will appear. What you want to do now is scroll to the bottom of the list and find Zoom online meetings. And then you want to click on add. The activity name is the name that will appear to students on Moodle. So let's call this Zoom online meeting. And then what I want to do is click on Save and Display, so it takes me directly to the settings in Zoom. If I wanted to leave that as is, I click here to return to the course. But I do want to go to the settings, so I'm clicking Save and Display. What you'll see now is a kind of blank page. Because I don't have any scheduled meetings, I won't see any data here. What I want to do to schedule a meeting is click on Schedule a New Meeting in blue. Once I click on that, I'll see a new page with new settings. The topic is already inserted for us, and that's the name of the course. You can also feel free to add a description here, whether the description of the session or of the course. This is optional. When do you want to hold this session? So you need to be specific with the date and time. I'm gonna do April 8th. And I want to do this in the morning, so say 8 in the morning, and make sure to change PM to AM. The duration is the duration of the session, so I'm gonna do 1 hour 30 minutes. And then this is something I really like about Zoom, because it enables you to kind of plan all your meetings until the end of the semester. So what you want to do is click on Recurring Meeting, and then click on Recurrence, and you want to choose weekly because we have one session every week. Repeat every 1 week, and then when do you want the session to be repeated on? So in this case, my session would be a Wednesday, so I'm gonna choose Wednesday, and I'm gonna uncheck Friday. And then end date means, well, when do you want the last session to take place? I'm gonna choose June 30th in this case. The next setting is registration. You can ignore that, and after it comes video. This asks you whether you want videos to be displayed when Zoom opens. I can generally keep them off because you can turn them on anyway while you're in Zoom. Next option is audio. And you want to keep both because this enables you to give a lecture or to hold a session both through the computer audio and your telephone. So if anything happens during the session to the computer, you can just dial the number on the screen and you'd be able to log back in and continue your session through your phone. With the meeting options, you'll see that require meeting password is automatically checked. I generally remove that. This is for safety, but I do know that only my students can access this session, so I just removed the require meeting password. The second option is to enable students to join before you. I leave that off, but obviously you can feel free to do whatever you want with your session. This is an option I always choose to have on, which is to mute participants upon entry. This means that once they log in, all their microphones will be off. And then you have a waiting room, which you can enable. Again, this would be the same option. Students would be waiting outside of the room, and this gives you a chance to log in, to review the settings, and to prepare your files, and so on. The last option is recording the meeting automatically. If you'd like to record the meeting, you can choose whether you'd like it recorded in the cloud, and this would be online. It would be saved online. The second option is to record it on your local computer. This means it will save a file to your computer, and then what you can do if you'd like to share it with students is upload the file itself to Moodle. Once I finish that, I click on Save. And then I'll be able to see the options, everything that I've decided for that specific session. You can also see the link to the session here, so you can share it with participants, but you really don't need to, because once participants click on Zoom on their online meeting on Moodle, they'll be able to access this meeting. But what I'd like to show you before I end this session is the recurrence option. Once I clicked on that, if I go back to course meetings, see it says Zoom here, and I want to go back to course meetings to see my scheduled meetings. And because I chose to have the session repeated weekly, now I have a list of weekly sessions that are already there. All I need to do is log in before the session and choose the relevant date. You'll see the word start next to each date as we come closer to the date of the session. If there are any holidays occurring during these dates, what you can do is just click on delete on the side and delete just this occurrence for this specific date. If you click on delete all of the occurrences, it will delete all of your meetings from the list. So I'd just like to delete this one, and I won't see it anymore. On the day of your lecture or your Zoom meeting, what you want to do is just go back into log into your Moodle account, click on the Zoom meeting link, find the meeting, so April 8th, that would be next week, and just click on start. This will take you directly to Zoom, and it will open Zoom for you. And this is how you access Zoom and set up Zoom